Thank you for purchasing this ProForm Elliptical. Assembly requires 2 persons. Place all parts in a cleared area and remove the packing materials. Do not dispose of the packing materials until you finish all assembly steps. Left parts are marked L or left, and right parts are marked R or right. Assembly can be completed using the included tools. However, your own rubber mallet may also be helpful. Be careful not to break plastic parts with the rubber mallet. Keep the included tools. One or more of the tools may be needed to make adjustments in the future. To avoid damaging parts, do not use power tools for assembly or adjustment. With the help of a second person, place some of the packing materials under the rear of the frame to raise it a few inches. Have the second person hold the elliptical to prevent it from tipping while you complete this step. Next, attach the rear stabilizer with 2 M10 by 115 mm screws. Firmly tighten the screws. Then remove the packing materials under the frame. With the help of a second person, place some of the packing materials under the front of the frame. Next, orient the front stabilizer so the wheels are on the front and are facing the floor. Attach the front stabilizer with 2 M10 by 115 mm screws. Firmly tighten the screws. Then remove the packing materials under the frame. Do not pinch the main wire. Have a second person slide the slots into the upright onto the 2 M10 by 25 mm screws pre-attached to the frame. Do not remove the screws. Attach the upright with 2 additional M10 by 25 mm screws. Do not fully tighten the screws yet. Locate the wire tie in the upright. See the left inset drawing. Tie the lower end of the wire tie to the wire pull on the main wire. Then pull the upper end of the wire tie until the main wire is routed through the upright. See the right inset drawing. Route the main wire through the notch in the grommet as shown, and then press the grommet into the upright. Using a plastic bag to keep your fingers clean, apply a thin coat of the included grease in the axle on the right crank arm. Next, identify the right roller arm and orient it so that the welded tube is on top and the roller is facing the elliptical. Slide the right roller arm onto the axle on the right crank arm and set the roller on the track. Attach the right roller arm with an M8 by 20 mm screw and a large crank cover. Note, the screw is pre-attached to the large crank cover. Important, do not use the small retainer for this step. Repeat this step with the left roller arm on the left side of the elliptical. Apply a thin coat of grease to the axle on the right side of the upright. Next, slide a pivot spacer onto the axle. Then identify the right upper body leg. Orient it so the bracket is on the side shown, and slide it onto the axle. Attach the right upper body leg with an M8 by 13 mm screw and an M8 by 28 mm washer. Repeat this step to attach the left upper body leg on the left side of the elliptical. Identify the right pedal arm and orient it as shown. Next, apply a thin coat of grease to the axle on the right pedal arm. Then insert the axle on the right pedal arm into the right roller arm. Important, do not hit the side cap with a rubber mallet to insert the axle. The side cap will break. Attach the right pedal arm with an M8 by 20 mm flathead screw and a small retainer. Note, the flathead screw is pre-attached to the small retainer. Repeat this step to attach the left pedal arm on the left side of the elliptical. Apply a thin coat of grease to one of the pedal arm axles. Insert the pedal arm axle into the right upper body leg and the right pedal arm from the side shown. Next, slide an M8 by 22 mm washer onto an M8 by 13 mm screw and tighten the screw a few turns into the opposite side of the pedal arm axle. Then tighten the pedal arm axle and the M8 by 13 mm screw at the same time. Repeat this step on the other side of the elliptical. To prevent the upright from rocking during use, firmly tighten the 4 M10 by 25 mm screws. These are the screws that you started in step 4. See the inset drawing. Grip the connector on the main wire. Then press the small latch on the connector and remove and discard the wire pull. While a second person holds the console near the upright, connect the main wire to the console wire. Important: the wire connectors should slide together easily and snap into place with an audible click. You must connect the wires properly for your elliptical to function properly. Insert the excess wire into the upright or into the console. If there is a hang tag attached to the top of the upright, discard the hang tag. Do not pinch the wires. Attach the console with 4 M6 by 16 mm screws. Start all 4 screws and then tighten them. See the inset drawing. Identify the console upper cover and press it onto the back of the console. Then press the console lower cover onto the back of the console. Attach the accessory tray to the upright with 2 M4 by 16 mm screws. Orient a lower tray cover as shown and attach it to the right side of the accessory tray with 2 M4 by 16 mm screws. Repeat this step on the other side of the elliptical. Identify the right upper body arm and insert it into the right upper body leg. Attach the right upper body arm with 2 M8 by 41 mm screws. Firmly tighten the screws. Repeat this step for the left upper body arm. Do not pinch the wires. Press the front shield cover onto the left and right shields. Then press the center shield cover onto the left and right shields. Identify the right leg inner cover. Insert the post on the right leg inner cover into the right upper body leg. Next, identify the right leg outer cover. Press it onto the right leg inner cover and attach it with an M4 by 16 mm screw. Repeat this step on the other side of the elliptical. Hold the right arm front cover and the right arm rear cover together around the right upper body leg and attach them with 2 M4 by 16 mm screws. Repeat this step on the other side of the elliptical. Make sure that all parts are properly tightened, then move the elliptical to the place where it will be used. If the elliptical rocks on the floor, carefully lay the elliptical on its side with the help of a second person. Next, locate the small leveling foot and tighten it all of the way into the elliptical. Then raise the elliptical to the standing position. If the elliptical still rocks on your floor, adjust one of the large leveling feet so both large leveling feet are touching the floor. Plug the power adapter into the receptacle in the front of the elliptical. Place a mat beneath the elliptical to protect the floor. Keep the included tools. One or more of the tools may be needed to make adjustments in the future. Extra parts may be included. Thank you so much for purchasing this ProForm elliptical.